on to the main event. Championship leader Michael Roots starts in pole position for this A final. With Dave Pethers absent today, he has a chance, if he wins, to take the championship title. All his other rivals are here. Mike Bodner starts on grid 4. Jamie Bird starts down on grid 15. Peter Harris has a chance to move further ahead in the Super Heavyweight Championship. Mark Oliver starting on grid 6 is possibly Michael Roots' closest rival after drop scores are taken out of the equation. But we're rolling round. We're picking it up now. We're on board with Peter Kay. Union flag flies. It's Roots ahead of Knight, ahead of Tom Foy. Bodner going for 4th. Can he get ahead of Mark Burrell? On board with Peter Kay. Peter Kay starting on grid 13. Scott Mitchell hits Stephen Jennings, and that puts Peter Kay on the grass and down the back of the field. Jennings is out of this one. Roots and Knight getting away from Tom Foy, Mike Bodner, Mark Oliver, Landy up from the B final, making progress. He's already up to 18th. Paul Lee Davis carries our third camera. Adam Nakar kicking up the dirt. James Taylor going through, and Jamie Bird is spun out. Well, Davis missed him. Oh, but Landy's on the grass, and now he's back to the back of the field. And he's losing out to Peter Kay round the outside into Christmas corner. Oliver right on the bumper of Mike Bodner, and he's got to get on with this one. Look, Roots is pulling clear. Oliver looking to the inside of Bodner for 4th place. And Mark Burrell is closing in behind. A good run from Mark Burrell. His best showing of the season. So Bodner keeping Mark Oliver at bay. Has Oliver got a run this time? Battle for 15th place, led by John Maycock, Angus Booth, Jeff Simons out of the B final, Craig Rankin. Here comes Peter Kay, putting a move on Barney Langley. That's for 22nd. John Falls ahead of us. Peter Hobbs ahead of him. Kay using all the track and a bit of the geo block. Langley trying to tip in round the outside, and he's done it. Have to start again. Bodner under so much pressure from Oliver, he surely can't hold him off any longer. Oliver goes through. And Mark Oliver's got a lot of work to do now. He's nearly 3 seconds behind the leader. Burrell now pushing by Mike Bodner. Can he get it done? He's got to go in deep on the brakes. He's allowed Bodner to turn in with him. And Burrell now will be under pressure from Peter Kay. Good run from Peter Cowan, cart number 80, black suit, white lid. Tony Barson, James Taylor, fighting hard over 10th place. End of lap 4. Michael Roots has got a 1 second lead over Gavin Knight. Knight managing to hold him, but it's Tom Foy picking up his pace. Foy was 0.3 of a second faster than leader Michael Roots on that last lap, and 0.5 second faster than Gavin Knight. So Roots leading, Knight, Foy closing quickly. Gap to Oliver, Burrell, Harris, Cowan, Billsborough, Bodner. Now behind Billsborough and under pressure from James Taylor. And it's Barson. Dan Underhill, Adam Nakar, Paul Lee Davis. And Foy has got in the slipstream of Gavin Knight and is closing quickly. 0.3 faster than Gavin Knight on that last lap. The only driver to dip under 45 seconds so far. Barson holding off. Underhill, who's thrown it away. And look, Foy on the bumper, in fact rubbing him. Foy wants to be by. And Mark Oliver needs Gavin Knight to hold him up, or else the championship will go Michael Roots' way. Roots has responded, banging in a quick lap of his own. He's matched Tom Foy to the 100th of a second. Knight now going narrow. Taylor to the inside of Billsborough. That's for 8th place. He hasn't got it done. Paul Lee Davis trying to put the pressure on Adam Nakar while taking care of John Maycock, who's closing quickly. Maycock has dropped the group behind him of Simons and Both. On board with Peter Kay. He's closing in on Peter Hobbs, Scott Mitchell, Craig Rankin, Barson, agricultural move, can't get it done, lost out to Bodner. And now Davis is going to try and run by him, and he has, Paul Lee Davis. So Davis up to 12th place. And here comes Foy, looking to the inside into Crook, difficult pass. Will he make a move into Christmas corner? Gavin Knight goes narrow. The rest of the field streaming through, and Paul Lee Davis is picking up his speed. He's now making a move on Mike Bodner for 11th. And losing out to Tony Barson. So Burrell ahead of Peter Harris, Peter Cowan, Nick Billsborough, Knight looking at Tom Foy, and beyond him Mark Oliver beginning to close in. Nick Billsborough in 8th place, chasing after Peter Cowan. You're looking at the battle for super heavyweight honours. Peter Harris and Peter Cowan running in the heavier class of heavyweights. And Foy has passed Gavin Knight off camera. That's been coming for a while, and Knight is immediately aware of Mark Oliver, who's not far away. Barson ahead of John Maycock. But that battle isn't over yet, and Maycock is back through into the pit bend. Cowan, Billsborough, Taylor. Taylor's got a run on both Billsborough and Cowan. It's 3 wide up the main back straight. So Taylor's through, all changed there. Taylor up to 7th. Billsborough stays where he is, essentially. Cowan down to 9th. Back on board with Peter Kay. You're looking at Scott Mitchell, Craig Rankin, Angus Booth ahead of us on the road. And Mitchell's got a run on Rankin. And here comes Peter Kay to try and do all 3. Oh, that looked fairly agricultural. That looked like an ABC from Peter Kay. I'm sure he'll be disappointed with himself about that one. But for now, Peter Kay up to 17th. So Angus Booth ahead of him, Peter Kay, Peter Hobbs behind him. So Michael Roots, he could be forgiven for not realising he's leading this race. He just shot through picture there, ahead of Tom Foy, Gavin Knight. Oliver now on to Gavin Knight's bumper. You're looking at the battle for 5th here. Mark Burrell holding off Peter Harris, James Taylor. And just off them, Nick Billsborough in the red. Peter Cowan being dropped and falling back to Adam Nakar. Oh, there's contact between Taylor and Harris. Optimistic manoeuvre there by James Taylor. And he's looking again. Harris goes narrow. Taylor will try the crisscross and get a run into Inkermans, but Billsborough's already there. And Billsborough's through. Billsborough up to 7th place. Gives Burrell a bit of breathing room as they join in the fight with Peter Harris. Taylor looking to the inside. Cowan and Nakar coming back towards them. Michael Roots underlines his class around Whilton Mill by setting a late fastest lap. Here comes Taylor, throwing up the inside of Billsborough. Great move. Great move by James Taylor. And Billsborough's going to lose out to Cowan. Billsborough is going to try and go around the outside. He is. Cowan lets him. Craig Rankin, Barney Langley fighting over 20th. Barson, Maycock, Lee Davis, Mike Bodner fighting over 11th. Michael Roots has already started his final lap. He's heading for the championship victory. Burrell seems to have the measure of Peter Harris. Billsborough under pressure from Cowan and Adam Nakar. Nakar trying to get a good line out of turn 1, and he has. Cowan will be forced to defend. That'll give Billsborough a break. Nakar coming through. Well, Cowan left just enough room. Michael Roots has been class of the field here at Whilton Mill. In fact, he's been the class of the championship. Michael Roots is going to win at Whilton Mill. Michael Roots is the new heavyweight champion.
By my reckoning, you are the new heavyweight champion, so congratulations on that. Let's talk about the race first of all, though. Very, very straightforward race at the end of the day. Dominant in the heats, pole position, and as soon as we came round the last corner onto the straight, got your foot down, got on with the job. Gav was close for a couple of laps, but after that, he just disappeared in the distance.
Yeah, I was just, obviously I knew these guys were pretty quick from the heats, so they played fair at the start, so I just had to get my head down and saw them two battling, and I just thought, just don't make a mistake and hopefully pull a bit of a gap, and they did.
We talked earlier on and you said that, you weren't really thinking about the championship, it's just each race as it comes, but what does it feel like to be crowned champion now?
Hasn't really sunk in at all. I think until I look at the leaderboard and see my name up there, I think it won't have sunk in really by tonight, so...
Little bit of celebration though. I mean, we talked about it for the start. I think you knew if you won the race, you're going to be champion because Mark, who was close, was only 4th in the race. James Taylor was further back. Dave Pether's not here today. But yeah, perhaps it'll sink in a little bit later on. I've seen more extravagant celebrations, but like you say, probably still sinking in.
Yeah, exactly, just sinking in. Don't want to look too flash or whatever, do I? So.
Of course, you join a list of very distinguished heavyweight champions: James Winslow, Russ Stevens, Paul Hicks, Steve Dart. It's for the camera, that one. And next year, of course, you're going up to Premier Class. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed racing with the heavyweights. I mean, everyone's just really nice and it's pretty clean racing. So I think it's a slight change of tact for Prems. But yeah, should be good.
As I said earlier on, I think you will surprise yourself at how well you do. You're forceful when you need to be. You use a lot of controlled aggression out there as well, so I think you do all right. But I think next year will be a bit of a tougher year. Not so many race wins for sure. But first of all, I'd just like to say well done. Great race win today. I think you've been a brilliant competitor all year long. You've been the class of the field, and you thoroughly deserve this championship. Well done. OK, Tom. First of all, you feeling all right after the little tumble in the pit lane?
Yeah, it didn't really make my A final easy with the bruised leg and arm, but yeah, I think I got through it.
Best result we've seen you in Club 100. I thought you looked good in the heats. Regular heat winner this year, but perhaps not quite getting it together in down the front of the final. But Grid 2 was excellent. But when Michael Roots decided it was time to go, you were left nowhere, and then you had to do all the work to overcome Gavin.
That's right, yeah, me and Gavin were a great race for 3 or 4 laps, but we were slowing each other down. I think Mark Oliver was close enough behind, so I had to get past, otherwise he was going to get us both. So yeah, had to be done.
Okay, and I didn't quite see. I looked away very quickly, but I think, was it at the top of the hill you managed to get past him?
It was, yeah. He made a couple of mistakes on the first, the last 2 laps on there, so I knew he was going to get it wrong the third time, so just squeezed through.
Well done. And you know, with Michael going out the up to their premiers now, you know, next year must be looking for that first race win now.
Yeah, well, yeah, my first year of sprints, and I've just been chipping away, so it's nice to get a podium at last. So try and build on that for next year, definitely.
Today
Well
into
done.
our top 3, we've heard from them already. 1-2 races already this year. Third today, number 10, Gavin Knight. Second today, first year of sprints, as he said earlier. I think he's a real star of the future. Second on the grid, second in the race. Well done to Tom Foy. But the race winner for, I think, the 5th time this year, if memory serves me correctly. He won last time out, Lando. He won it again. He won it by 3.83 seconds today. He had pole position. He had fastest lap of the race with 44.65. He's a new heavyweight champion for Club 100 this year. Well done, Michael Roots. Well done, everyone. Thanks for a great day. We've got through that in record time, to be quite honest, and you deserve some of that praise for being so efficient in the pit lane. Well done. Thanks to all the staff at Club 100. Thanks to Whilton Mill as well. Please have a safe journey home. We'll see you at Buckmore Park on the 1st of November.